Shri Matre Namaha, Shri Rama Raksha Sarva Jagat Raksha. Before getting into the topic, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you motivate us in bringing out this sacred content to you all. I'm offering a paid consultation or guidance service through email. If you want to avail it, you can mail me at vibehirates@gmail.com. Today, I'm going to talk about Chaitra Purnima, how it is important and what is the speciality of it. You might know or understand the things about the festival externally, from the external point of view, what all are thought in culture and the religion or the place or the caste or community, how the festival is celebrated and why the festival is celebrated and all these things. But here in our videos we are trying to help you understand the inner importance and the awakenings which will happen through these festivals. And these festivals are not just like that. Every festival, if you leave the external things and the rituals apart, it is a part of the process. It's not like it's not important, that is also important. But what is the inner meaning and inner significance, and what all transformation and changes can happen during that particular point of a festival, because that festival is also a portal which opens, which will help you in changing a lot of things. Okay, so every occasion, every festival or every occasion which happens, it's not just like that. Our rishis and munis have, they already had this knowledge, and because they had this knowledge, they gave us a ritual and procedure to every human, so that even if other people doesn't, everyone doesn't understand the inner importance and the meanings of those things, they are still somehow participating in those things by, so that is the reason why these rituals and the external celebrations and all these things are created, so that everybody else gets involved, because every human's consciousness level is not that same, right? Everybody's consciousness level is different. So our rishis and munis created a program, a celebration, a festival, or a ritual for those festivals, so that everybody gets involved in that, irrespective of what kind of consciousness they are having, or how much they have been evolved as a soul, or how much they are still evolving as a soul. So irrespective of all that thing, they have created this program, and they have created this, they have given us these rules and these customs and these traditions and these rituals, so that everyone who are from the different levels of consciousness, they can participate in it, and according to what all, wherever they are at, these festivals and these rituals and these cultures are still meeting them at their own level, and they are understanding it in their own level. So irrespective of if you know everything or not, irrespective of you understand the deeper meaning of the festivals or not, you are still getting involved in that. That is the main agenda of, or that is the main motto of our rishis and munis. Created this entire the procedure of how a festival, what kind of a festival is celebrated on what day, and what kind of rituals are performed on those particular kind of festivals, and stories and the dharmas and all these things. Okay, so now we come to the internal meaning of the hidden deeper secrets of some the different kinds of festivals. I've already made one video on Bogi and what all will be done during the Bogi festival, what is the internal meaning and the internal secrets of why the Bogi festival is celebrated. If you did miss that one, go listen to the Bogi the video. That Bogi is a festival which comes just one day before the Sankranti festival, which is a very important festival. About that also, maybe I'll make another video in some maybe sometime. But if you want to listen to the Bogi one, go listen to that. That is also a time where a lot of transformation happens. So now here we come to the Chaitra Purnima. So now Chaitra, why the name Chaitra? Chaitra is one thing, is Chaitra mass, right? So this entire mass, whatever I'm saying here, that applies to this entire month of the Chaitra. What I am saying and what applies to this entire month of Chaitra, that let's discuss that. First of all, it's Chaitra, means Chaitra, one is Chaitra Nakshatra, right? So this Chaitra Nakshatra is not only the Chaitra, it is the, in olden days maybe I assume that it is called as Chitra Purnima. Chitra means the, our, in our Hindu stories there is a like a god who is named as Chitragupta. Okay, Chitragupta, who holds the records of all the things which the human have done in his entire lifetime, and all his different lifetimes. So basically there is a story where it is been told, like after you die you go to the Yamloka, and where the Yama like I have a guardian deity who is like Yama, like a Yama is Yamloka. In Yamloka, there is one deity who is called as Chitragupta. There is a Dev who is called as Chitragupta, and he keeps the account of everything which has happened in the history. He has a lot of books, and in those books it is written about the entire story of that soul. What have he has done in the past, and present, and future, and all those things. And based on their karma, they will be given some kind of punishments like that. You might have listened about all these stories. So now the god Chitragupta, he holds the records. He holds the records, basically the Akashic records of your entire soul evolution. So the entire soul evolution, the records of that will be available, will be there with the Chitragupta. So based on this, to make the things little bit more easier, there is a movie called as Yamadonga. You can watch this movie. So whatever you need to receive, the divine downloads, the codes or the information you will receive after you watch this. So, okay, so every time whenever I talk about any kind of a movie, listen to all the things which I'm saying here, and then you go watch that movie yourself, and then you come back and comment here in the comment section what all you understood from that movie. Because when you do this exercise, this is a kind of exercise, okay, when you do this exercise, you will see a lot of transformation in yourself. So you will receive a lot of information about your own self. Whenever I talk about any kind of a movie or in any of my videos, you will receive so many things which are related, which might be related to you, which might be helping you in your healing journey, or which might be helping you in your transformation, or which might be helping you in activating your DNA or in your own ascension journey. So that's how it works. So in that movie Yamadonga, there'll be a guy who is the NTR. Basically, NTR is the hero of the Yamadonga. He will be a kind of a thief. He will be like a robber kind of a thing, and he steals diamonds from some place, and he puts those diamonds. He goes to some kind of a dance place and pop kind of a thing, where he unknowingly by mistake puts those diamonds into a girl's dress who is the dancer there. And then there'll be a girl who is the actress of Priyamani. She will be a, actually she's a very she'll come from a very rich background, but because due to some reasons her father dies, and because of that she have a lot of property and all those things. Because of that, I think somebody who is her father, or I don't remember exactly, but her guardian dies, okay. So due to that, and there'll be so many life changing happening things happen with her, and because of that her entire relatives will be back of her property. They just want her, they just want to take her property from her own self, because she doesn't have a guardian anymore. So all these people will have an eye on her property, and in her own house she will treat her very badly, and she will treat her just like a maid, okay. They will make her do all the household chores and all these things, and she will literally live a very bad life in spite of owning that entire property. But because she is a very nice girl, and she will listen to all those people, and her relatives somehow they are very dirty people, and they wants to get rid of her, and take over her entire property, right? Like that, they will behave very badly with her, and somehow she will come to that place where this and the party is going on, and her dress will be torn, and she will and the dancer will be there, and her dress will come to this Priyamani, and she will wear that dress, and he will understand that, okay, this the girl he the entire NTR, he will search for that dress where he kept the diamonds, and unknowingly the Priyamani wears the dress, and he will think that, oh, she's a very rich girl and she have the diamonds and all these things, and she will go to NTR's house, and she will stay there for some days, and he will think that she's a very rich person, and very like she have so much of money and all these things. But then later he'll understand the story, how the people are treating her very badly, even after she is having so much of property and all these things. So meanwhile, when all these things happen, before realizing about the entire story of the Priyamani, her personal story, she will start to like him, okay. She will somehow convey to him that she likes him, but then he is in some other zone only. He will, like, he's a thief, he wants to just have money and all these things, and he will one day he will he will scold the Yamadharma Raja very badly. So because of that, Yamadharma Raja, he will get very much angry that how can a human can scold me like that. So what he will do is he will change his Akashic records, and he will make sure that this guy who is NTR, he will die earlier than his own destiny, and he will do something like that, and that he will die earlier than the expected death date, or the destined date of his death. So he will take him to Yamaloka okay. After that, and he will realize that the NTR will realize, okay, he got cheated, and this Yamadharma Raja, he pulled him back before his timing, and that's the and when he goes to the Yamaloka, he will he will torture like Yamadharma Raja a lot, and he will play with Yamadharma Raja, and he will change the entire rules of Yamaloka, and he will become the next Yamadharma Raja. And Chitragupta has one Pasha of Yamadharmaraja. Whenever Yamadharmaraja is busy, it's Chitragupta's duty to take care of that Pasha and to protect that Pasha. Okay, so yeah, and there what he will do, and he will do some kind of a trickstery, and also he will take that Pasha from the Chitragupta, and whoever have that Pasha, that person will be the next Yamadharmaraja. So he will take that Pasha also, and he will become Yamadharmaraja, and Yamadharmaraja doesn't like all these things, and he will get more angry, and he will not understand what to do with this guy. He came to the Yamaloka, and he make the Yamaloka hell. Already it's a hell, and he made Yamadharmaraja's life hell like that, and he will create some kind of a disturbance between Yamadharmaraja and his wife also, and he will say that, okay, why can't now the Pasha is with me? I am the Yamadharmaraja now, and I will take care of this entire Yamaloka. I will create my own rules, and I will see how this Yamaloka's rules will be there and all these things, and he will try to rule Yamaloka in his own ways, in his own naughty ways. So then and this Yamadharmaraja, and also he will say that you have cheated me, and you made me come here. So if you are not allowing me to do my things the way I like the things to be, I will complain this to the higher authorities that you have cheated me. Okay, I am the proof that you have cheated me, and you brought me back here before only, like that. And Yamadharmaraja, he will say that, okay, you don't have any proof, like that. But then he will also gather the proof from Chitragupta's book only. That book is shown in the entire movie, where the Chitragupta writes the things, and he has storage of everything what all happened to this guy, the entire life history of that guy. Okay, that part is very important. Whenever you watch this movie, you carefully observe and focus on the character of Chitragupta, and the way the book is shown, and what all he writes and all these things, because that part is very, very important. Okay, so when he sees all these things, he gathered the information from Chitragupta also, and he finds out everything. Okay, he will know about the entire story from that book of the Chitragupta only. So here there is a catch. So what is the catch here? So whatever it is, the Akashic record basically which Chitragupta holds, that cosmic library which Chitragupta is guardian of, and in that cosmic library he is accessing the information about himself, which is changing his life, which is changing his destiny basically. So when he rules all these things, when he become naughty and he wants to rule the Yamaloka and all these things, there will be a competition also between the present day Yamadharmaraja, which is NTR, and the real Yamadharmaraja. When they play that competition and all these things, there will be an election kind of a thing. Same election how it happens in the human world, he will do same election. The NTR, the hero, will create the same election process in the Yamaloka also. So when they will do the election process with the help of rings. Okay, how the person who gets more rings, that will be the next officially elected Yamadharmaraja of that place. So the NTR, he will do some all the tricks, and this the previous original Yamadharmaraja, he doesn't get any votes because he is very strict leader like that. Yeah, NTR, he's like a very cool and chill, and he's breaking the rules, and he's just doing all kinds of things which he likes and all these things. So everybody, okay, they are like voting the new Yamadharmaraja, who is NTR only. So like that, he becomes the Yama, and he rules that place and all those things, and then he will be sent back to the and later when he finds out about everything, and he will realize that the girl is alone there in the earth, and he wants to help the girl. So he will say something to the Yamadharmaraja, so that I want to go back so that I can help that girl, and so somehow he will do some tricks so that he can go back to the earth. So once a person enters into the Yamaloka, usually they can't go back, but he does something so that he can go back and save that girl. So he comes back, and then he will save that girl. But because he have his time, still he has some time left, okay, for his death. Because before only, like, he was having time, and before his actual death day arrives only, the Yamadharmaraja, he took him, right? So that's the reason why again they will send him back, and he will try to help that girl in fixing her own problems and all these things. And that girl, when she was in her childhood, and she used to go to a temple with her father, and this guy will be like a roadside guy, and she'll be a very nice girl, and she will come to this guy, and she will help him, this guy, and she will give him some money, and she will give him food to eat, and she's a very nice girl. So he will like that girl so much. And also in the with the help of the a play, in the play only, she will say that she has one locket with her all the time. That locket is a locket of the that coral, okay, the coral locket she will have. It is, we call it as a we call it as pagadam in Telugu, pagadam. Okay, whenever there is a mass, whenever you have like mass planetary thing, something, people will suggest you to wear coral or the pagadam, something like that. And mass is also connected with the Narsimha, so they will, she will, they are, his father always takes us to the Narsimha temple, and they, that place where only this boy meets that girl, and then somehow uh, the girl gives him that locket, that the mass locket, and he will keep that locket. And so many times he will try to get rid of that locket since his childhood. He does so all the tactics, he will throw it, he will do something, and every time, so many times he will do to get rid of that locket, but again and again that lockets will find him, and he will have that locket, he will have that locket somehow. Okay, and they will understand in the next, whenever they have grown up, and they will, he will try to help her and all these things, they will understand that the girl is the same girl whom he have met in the childhood, and they have that locket with him, and that locket is the connection point between both of them, like that. And then he will try to solve all the problems of that girl, and then Dharmaraja also takes the form of a girl, and he will come back to the earth so that he can separate these two people and also create disturbances in these two people, and also take him to the Yamaloka, because his the death time period will be nearby. Okay, so when all these things will happen, and he will like he'll be very much clever, NTR will be very much clever, he will go and hide into a Narsimha temple. Okay, so because he knows that Yamadharmaraja cannot take any soul when they are in the temple, so he will go and hide in the temple so that he can't do anything. So he will try his level best to get into the temple, but because of the Narsimha's blessing, the Yamadharmaraja cannot kill him. Okay, so when he cannot kill him, then the divine intervention will happen, and divine will allow the NTR to live with that girl happily. Okay, that death will be like that death, whatever the death danger will be there, that will be removed from his head, and he will be like with the help of God Narsimha, he'll be living very happily with the girl. But then in the end of the movie, the NTR is very naughty kind of a character in that movie. He will do something, Yamadharma, some how Yamadharmaraja has created the misunderstandings between the girl and him. So he will try to take the sari of the Yamadharmaraja's wife, and it will that sari he will attach to some other girl, and the Yamadharmaraja's wife will misunderstand Yamadharmaraja only about the relationship and all these things. So that scene will be very much funny. So because of the divine intervention, that guy will be saved. Okay, so this is the entire movie. If you want, you can watch this movie so that you can receive your own information and the things which you need to receive, and definitely the divine codes which you need to receive from this movie. So here the main important concept, when you watch this movie, you will understand how the main character of the Chitragupta and also the Akashic records. So why I told the story of this entire movie is because the Akashic records are basically that records which hold the information about you, the entire information about you, what you have done in the past lives, in the past timelines, in the parallel realities, all the things, or what you are going to do next, your next step, your next action, your future, your present, your past, everything will be done in the Akashic records. And that records, for that records, Chitragupta is a guardian deity of that, one of the guardian deities of the Akashic records. So this process, this day of the Chaitra Purnima, which is named later. So it was basically the Chitra Purnima before. So it is Chitra Purnima is the time where you can access your Akashic records. It is a time period where the portal opens to access your Akashic records, to understand your past, present, and future. So you can, in this time period, or this entire month of Chaitra is the month where you can understand if you are in the awakening journey or ascension journey, or if you have those psychic abilities, or you are someone who have who have the capability of accessing the Akashic records. So all of those people who have that opportunity to access their Akashic records in the month of Chaitra. The entire month of the Chaitra is a portal to access your Akashic records, to understand what has happened in your past, or what is going to happen in your future. So you can consciously, or you can meditate a lot. You can meditate like 3 to 4 hours or 5 hours a day. So if you are somebody who is having some kind of a serious things which are going on in your life, and if you are really serious about accessing your Akashic records and understanding about all these things, you can actually do a lot of work on yourself, and it is a time period where you can actually do access your akashic records, which will help in knowing what has happened in your past, or what is your karma, or what is your contracts, what is your soul contracts, what is your karmic contracts, or what is your twin flame contract, and all these things is a time period where the portal is open to help you understand, to access all these things. So naturally that energy will be present during this time period, and if you are conscious enough, and if you are divinely aligned, or maybe if you are capable enough and you have proven your worth, and increase your consciousness till that level where you are given access to your own akashic records, or where you are given the permission to know about yourself. So if you want to do all these things, first you have to cleanse, you have to go through the cleansing process, purification process, activation process, and you have to be aligned with that. So whenever you are ready, then only that akashic records will be opened for you. So if you are not ready, nothing will happen. So you have to make yourself, prepare yourself ready, so that whenever this point, this time period comes, then you will be ready to access your akashic records. So you have to prepare yourself enough to be ready to access your akashic records, and whenever you prepare, you continuously do the work on yourself, there will be coming a point where you will be finally ready to access all these things and to know the information about yourself from the akashic records. And that is the point, this is a portal where you can access it. So this entire month of the Chitra is, it in itself is a portal where people, knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously, they come to know something about their karma, or they come to know something about their past, or the past history, or the past timelines, or they release the karmic contracts, or they have the new beginnings, because unknowingly or unconsciously they might be doing all these things. But if you have this kind of information, hit that notification bell if you think that this information was very useful for you, and also let me know in the comment section below what all experiences you had during the month of Chaitra. Okay, so consciously and unconsciously, knowingly or unknowingly, this process will happen. Nature will make sure that every human goes through this process in their own way. Some people might be going through this process only 1% because they're not aware, or some people might be going through 10%, maybe because they have already in the ascension journey, and some kind of releasing or karmic contracts release, or ending of the karmic contracts, or experiencing the karma particularly during this month of time period will happen for them, so that if they release the karmic baggage, they can move on to the next thing, what all they have to do, or something like that. Or some people might know the soul purpose, why they are born here on earth, and what is the soul blueprint and all these things. So this is a time period, this entire Chaitra month is a time period where all these kind of things will happen to you unknowingly. Okay, so when you are aware enough, and when you find somebody, some kind of a beautiful YouTube channel like this, you will have the information and knowledge about what will happen during the Chaitra month. Okay, so when you have this awareness, then you will consciously know that okay, this is the point where you can understand things. You can understand about your karma, you can understand about your karmic contracts, you can understand about your past, or you were not aware before. Maybe after this you will be aware, and you will consciously understand what is happening with you. So when you become conscious enough, you will heal a lot. So maybe before, you are unknowingly, you are doing only 10% of thing. Now because you know it, you can do almost 60 to 70% of healing. So you have to prepare yourself where every year, so that whenever the Chaitra Masa comes, you will be ready to access the information about yourself. And particularly the energy of this accessing the Akashic records will be at its peak during the Chaitra Purnima, during the pink full moon. It is a pink moon. The frequency of the color of the moon will be pink during this full moon day, and that also have a special reason. I'll tell you why. Okay, so now, and this Akashic records, that energy of accessing your Akashic records will be peak on a full moon day. And this full moon day might be a day where your entire life might be transformed, or you might actually understand, or you might access the Akashic records during the full moon day. So this portal is available for the entire month, but especially for on the full moon day, the energy of that will be on peak. Okay, you can directly connect with the Chitragupta. I think the Chitragupta also have his different versions in the different parts of the world. I don't exactly know, but maybe he's Archangel Uriel. I don't know exactly, but let me know in the comment section below in the other cultures, there is some kind of a character where he holds the records about everything, Akashic records about everything. Who is the deity? Let me know in the comment section below if you know. As far as I know, I think it's Uriel or something. I think it's Uriel or Ariel. I'm not sure exactly, but there is some also there is some kind of a deity, archangel, who also have the similar similarities between the Hindu deity who is called as Chitragupta, who has the similar sync between the both of them are same, the energy is same, but the only the name is different. But some parts of the world he is some archangel, he is called with some kind of archangel, and here in Hindu culture we call him as Chitragupta. Okay, so here the entire story of the Chitragupta, one thing I have told you. Also, this is a day about Hanuman. This is a day of Hanuman Jayanti. If you don't know how to do all these procedures, if you don't know anything about all these things, you can the simplest thing you can do on this day, because every Chaitra Purnima is also a day where God Hanuman is born. We celebrate the birth of God Hanuman. So you can pray to God Hanuman. You can actually go to the temple and you can offer Hanuman the palm. Okay, the palm leaves, you can offer him based on your capacity, how much ever you can offer. You can offer like a 21 palm leaves, or 11, or the 108 palm leaves. You can offer in the Hanuman temple and come back. Okay, you can offer him and you can pray to him that for any kind of a guidance or any kind of a remedies or anything, or anything. You can ask him that show you some way to help you in whatever the problems which you are facing. So you can take the palm leaves like that to Hanuman. You can offer him, or you can write. Basically, some people will write on leaves. They will write Ram name and they will offer it as a garland to Hanuman. You can do that also. That procedure also, or you can offer jasmine oil to Hanuman. You can go to the Hanuman temple and you can offer jasmine oil and you can pray to him to show you some way, or for some kind of a healing, or just for some blessings like that. If you don't have any kind of issues, you can seek the blessings of Hanuman by offering jasmine oil, or lighting a lamp with the jasmine oil to Hanuman on this, specifically the Hanuman Jayanti day. And or also you can write Ram Nama, Ramakoti. The books will be available. You can buy that book in the shop and you can start writing Ramakoti on the Hanuman Jayanti. Hanuman will be very much happy with that, because whenever you pray to Lord Rama, Hanuman will be automatically happy with you and he will give you everything which you need in your life. So that also you can do, and you can buy some sweets and offer to Hanuman in the Hanuman temple. So basically, you can go to Hanuman temple, Hanuman temple on Hanuman Jayanti, and also there is a flag, Dwaja. Okay, Dwaja. If you have some kind of a Ketu issues or Ketu problems, you can give that Dwaja or the flag in the Hanuman temple. So Hanuman will help you release all the Ketu related problem. If you have Saturn related problem also, you can go offer the some sweets or something to Hanuman, or some kind of a dishes which you can prepare, or which you can buy some good sweets, good quality sweets, and offer to Hanuman, so that you can all the certain problems which you're facing in your life, that will be removed from your life. Okay, for mass problems, for certain problems, for Ketu, Rahu Ketu problems, you can seek the Hanuman's blessing specifically on the Hanuman Jayanti. Don't miss this day. Okay, do all the remedies which I have told you. And also I have made videos on my experience of Hanuman Chalisa on my channel. That videos are available. If you are interested, you can listen to all my videos. I have made videos on my experience of Hanuman Chalisa, both in Hindi and English. You can listen to those, and also you yourself can take the sankalp of Hanuman Chalisa and you can start reciting the Hanuman Chalisa on the day of the Hanuman Jayanti, or you can continue for 41 days, like for a mandala of doing the Hanuman Chalisa daily. Okay, that will itself will help in transforming your life a lot. It will definitely you will definitely see transformation and change in your life. I have seen it personally. Okay, I have seen it in my own personal journey. So it will also help you in your own ascension journey. Also, you will be taken forward in your ascension journey. So many things will be healed in your life, and a lot of transformation will happen when you do this. Okay, you can do it for 41 days, or if you if you think that you can do for 41 days, you can do like a recite Hanuman Chalisa on the day of Hanuman Jayanti, or every day you can make it a habit of reciting one time Hanuman Chalisa, or 11 time Hanuman Chalisa daily. Okay, daily like that. Or if you think that you have like so many problems and lot of things are going on in your life, you can actually do Hanuman Chalisa 40 times every day. Okay, in Hanuman Chalisa itself it is written that how those of them who do it for 40 times, like that, right? So you can do 40 times every day. If you're having some kind of a serious problems and all these things, you can do that, right? So So this is the day where you can actually change your destiny. That is a day where you can seek the blessings of the divine, and this is the day where a lot of transformation can happen if you work hard on yourself. So you can do all these things. And there every moon, there is every full moon have a different type of color. So for example, there is a red moon, there is a pink moon, there is a different types of moons which are there, but one is a blue moon. So there are different types of moons. Okay, so already the video is long, so about this, why this moon have this color and all these things, I'll say it later. But then I'll end with a short thing that this moon is a pink moon. So pink moon means pink frequencies, right? So this pink frequencies and all these things are connected with goddess Lakshmi also. So you can seek the blessings of the goddess Lakshmi also during this day, because the pink is the color which is associated with the goddess Lakshmi. And also Chaitra month is connected with the, already we finished Lalita Navratri during the Chaitra month. So this during this time period, during this entire month of Chaitra or during the Chaitra Purnima, you can connect with the goddess Tripura Sundari energies. I've already made videos on the Mahavidya Tripura Sundari, and also I've made so many videos about the goddess herself in different forms. You can listen to all those videos. And also I've made a video about the Mahalakshmi Tattva. You can listen to that video. I've made videos about the Kanchi Kamakshi. So Kanchi Kamakshi is very much associated with the pink moon energies. So all these deities which I'm talking about here, you can connect with whatever your calling is. Based on whatever your calling is, you can connect with these deity energies, and you can ask them for help and for some guidance, which can help you in doing your karma cleansing process, or in helping you understand your soul purpose, or in helping you to understand yourself or go within yourself. So this is a great time, great opportunity to know about yourself. So don't miss this opportunity. Do maximum sadhana, do maximum kind of inner work, karma cleansing work, so you can understand yourself, so you can go within yourself and understand what all changes you have to do during this entire process. So I told you, he will change, the entire will change what all happened, right? So this is the past, time period where what all happened in the past. It is the time period where you release the past or you heal the past. Okay, so how can you do that? Well, only when you understand the past, right? So then only you can do what all changes you have to do. So in previously I made one video about the playback. Do listen to that that video and watch that movie, so that you understand that how to do all these procedures and how to access the, first of all you have to access the parallel realities in your past timelines and all these things, the Akashic records and all these things. So how you can do all these things? By accessing the Akashic records. What all happened in the past, how you will know? You will know only by accessing the Akashic records, or in a dream state or meditative state and all these things. So this is the great opportunity where you will have the knowledge about what all happened in your past or previous timelines. So based on that, I'm making so many videos now on the parallel realities and the past realities. I'll explain it. I'm explaining through movies. So what all movies I have watched in my own journey, one by one, every day I'll upload those movies. You can watch all those movies, so that you will understand about the how this time traveling concept works, or how the changes of the past will happen, and how this shift will happen. Okay, so all these movies are based on the past timeline, or changing something in the past or future, or accessing the past, or the changing something in your life, or changing the time itself. Okay, so it is a concept based on the time travel and parallel realities. So every day I'm going to upload all the movies which I have already watched in my own ascension journey. So you can take the help of those movies also. You can watch those movies also, where you will understand the process. First you have to learn about all these basic concepts, right? Where you will understand the process, or where by watching those movies only, maybe you will get your own downloads, or you will get your own flashback, and history might get activated. Okay, you never know. So you can listen to all these videos, and you can help yourself in healing yourself, and also in ascension of yourself. So hope this helps you in some of the other way. So this was entirely about the Chaitra Purnima, what all you have to do during the day of the Chaitra Purnima. Hope this helps you in some of the other way. Hope this brings a big transformation in your life, in your personal journey, and also in our collective journey. So thank you so much for tuning in. Shri Rama Sarva Jagat Raksha Shri Mate Namaha.